private practice on the North Shore in Auckland. I'm doing that since 18 years, I think. I work predominantly with clients, children up to adults with autism. I like being in my private practice because it gives me lots of freedom with my clients to do what works for them. We can do lots of things outside, inside, building, lots of things with animals, which is really cool.
Hi, Sally Green, owner-operator Insight and Beyond Lambton Key, Wellington. After working as a school counsellor and EAP counsellor for many years, I decided to open my own business because I wanted to extend the depth of my therapy work. I wish I knew how easy it was to transition into private business once I had a business plan in place.
Kia ora everybody, kia ora Ashley, ko Huhana Pene tōku ingoa, kai Rotorua haui naenei, and the name of my practice is He Toho Counselling and Supervision. We are 7.5 years old. What I like about working in private practice, you call the shots. You call the shots on who you work with, when, for how long, and the type of work you want to do.
Hi, my name's Fee. I work in private practice in the far north. Things I love about it are that I can work around me and my family, and I can visit my kids and my grandson. I can work from home. I have a therapy dog that I work with. I work with children a lot. I'm a registered play therapist as well as a counsellor. I contract to several schools and a family agency and the local area hospital as well. So the work is really varied, which is really fun.
Kia ora, my name is Krystyna Kavanagh. I work in Christchurch in private practice. What I really like about private practice is setting my own pace, deciding how many clients I want to see in a day, taking time out if I need it, taking time with my family, that I can set my own culture, deciding what sort of clientele I'd like to attract. I really like working with families, couples and adolescents. I can also decide on the physical setting, the atmosphere I want to set within my business and those kinds of things as well.
Kia ora koutou. My name is Wiremu. I'm a counsellor. I've been counselling for about 18 years. I'm a director of Mana Facilitation and I've been working out of Your Story Counselling Service. What I like about private practice is that you pretty much got the autonomy to work in the way that you want to work. Of course, following the NZAC ethics and guidance and the principles of the association, but I quite like that you can work in a way that you want to work. And so for being Maori, it's quite good. There's not a lot of red tape I've got to think about. And I can do things in terms of the way I think it needs to be done in a Te Ao Māori point of view. Like, for instance, manaakitanga and whanaungatanga involving whānau. So I don't have to answer to anyone. I can do that, which is really important.
Kia ora, namaste. My name is Sarah Maindonald and I practice in Christchurch, although I do some work on the West Coast. And I've been in private practice full-time for 5 years in the late 90s, and I've had a small private practice ever since part-time. I enjoyed the flexibility of private practice, and if someone didn't turn up I could go and put the washing out. I loved the fact of people coming through word of mouth, the diversity of people coming, so I supervised people in different government departments, community agencies and counsellors in all different contexts, so that was really interesting.
What I dislike is that counselling's not funded more.
It's hard in a lot of respects because people are a bit slow in paying. They all have various, if you're dealing with people, like bigger agencies or the hospital and that, it's all the following month. So, but other than that, I love working in private practice and would thoroughly encourage anyone to give it a go.
I don't think that there are lots of downsides for me. I like the fact that I'm my own boss. I don't like all the admin. That's probably a downside of having your own practice. What I also find is that you have to make a little bit more of an effort to make sure that you are connected to other people, to colleagues, and I think that is a really important thing if you decide to go into private practice. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with doing it the way that I'm doing it.
Kia ora, my name is Mandy Paget. I have my own private practice called Your Story Counselling Service. I have leased one whole big building and I sublease that out to other counsellors. I've been in private practice for 4 years. Research the premises that you go into and the environment that is there. Research the different advertising platforms because some of them you don't get a lot back from.
What I dislike about working in private practice? You are the counsellor, the cleaner, the advocate, the relationship manager, the contract negotiator and the policy advisor.
The hardest thing for me at the moment in my business is turning down clients since I do not have a wait list due to safety issues.
What I disliked about it, just managing the flow of income and getting used to having that sort of 12-month lens. So I had a number of people from community agencies and Department of Internal Affairs, and often from November to March there wouldn't be that flow of income because they'd wind up at the end of the year and not start again until February. So that was challenging just to learn to manage.
Only recently gone out into private practice, which is my ugly really, because I started the week before lockdown and then we went into Christmas. So really I've been working in private practice for about 6 months.
What did I wish I knew before I started? When I first started, I was in just one office and it was very isolating. I felt like I didn't have much support. Even though I had my supervision, I still felt very alone with it. The other tenants weren't as supportive as what I would have liked in the hub environment. And that's what I took with me when I started up my own hub, is having that support where we can talk to everybody.
Advice I give for someone: get a good accountant, learn about taxes because that's really important. That causes a lot of stress when you're going out on your own, and try to be collaborative as much as you can. So if you can work where there's other counsellors that are working in private practice like I am, I reckon it's really helpful, good for peer support and good feeling like you're part of a team, because that's what I miss about working in a service, because being in private practice can be quite lonely. So kia ora koutou, ngā mihi nui ka koutou.
Kia ora everyone, my name is Sandra Roersma. I'm working in private practice in Rotorua since 2014. What advice would I give to someone just starting up, and what would I wish I knew before I started? This is about finances, supervision and membership for me. Being self-employed, I believe it's crucial that you understand your finances. What that I mean, income from contracts, private practice fees, GST, terminal and provisional tax, installment dates, and having separate accounts for income, tax, for holiday, savings, etc. to keep a good oversight on what is happening financially. Make sure you have a good accountant and discuss with them anything you don't understand. Many small business owners don't understand all this and get hit by a tax bill that they have not allowed for. Working in isolation for quite some time, I had fortnightly supervision, which I really, really valued. In regards to memberships, many doors open when you're a full member of an association. That's not something everybody knows. There are options when you are provisional, but they are more limited. Good luck if you are in the process of starting up.
Seek out counselling contracts. Also, book days off and time for admin. My top tips are look into ACC Plus cover, indemnity insurance, income protection, and like me, if you cannot get income protection, a saving plan. I am an ethnic counsellor with mainly ethnic minority clients. The best decision I ever made was going into private practice.
Advice I would give about someone just starting off, just to believe in yourself and that your practice will grow as people have trust in what you're offering, and yeah, it's worth the risk.
And I think if you're planning on going in private practice, just go and ask lots of people and ask questions and make sure that you tap into the knowledge that people already have, and then it can be quite a cool thing to do.
Based on your courage, you can do anything outside of counselling. We have skills that move beyond counselling itself. What advice would I give someone thinking of private practice, get a really good accountant. Someone who's going to give you business advice as well. Get a business mentor, talk with someone or get someone that's already been in private practice. Know ahead of time what you need to get into. What I wish I knew before I started? Technology. I wish 5 years ago I was tech savvy, but COVID has forced me to become tech savvy. But to all of you thinking of private practice, kawe e makarona. Come join the whānau. Ka kite.
2 pieces of advice I recently shared with a colleague thinking of starting out was to think about the clientele base that they wish to work with and where that potential funding might come from, and to consider where they would source those clients from. The other piece of advice that I wish I kind of knew was to find somebody who was in private practice, maybe even recently, and to sit down with them and work out, how to do the website, the booking system, accounting, and what are the pitfalls and what are the good systems that they've found so far, because that would have been really helpful.